right, so we are back, and of course we're here in the studio with Malika, Harvey, and my beautiful wife, Hakimian, and we've been just talking about just what it means to be a young professional. We've been just learning about Malika's journey of how she went through school and got inspired to be a writer, and some of the benefits of having someone like her on your team, or working with your organization as a content writer, as a social media specialist. And right now we just want to learn a little bit about what's her values, how does she make decisions, what inspires her. So Malika, can you tell us a little bit about, because I know that when I first met you, I know that you're a person of faith, and I know that you hold to your faith dearly. How does your faith and what are your values? How do your values integrate into your work and the way you deal with clients and customers, and just the way you operate as a young professional?
Okay, well, Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work mightily as if you're working unto the Lord and not for men. So from that scripture, it just shows me, to always give my all. When I'm work as if I'm working for God. And not to say that I don't value my supervisor, but I value them more because I know that God put me in this position, to work, and to do it with integrity. Okay. So whichever business that I partner with, I'm always working for them with integrity. I'm not doing it, I'm not just trying to look good when they can see me. But behind the scenes, I'm giving my all because I know that God sees me. Okay. So my faith is a very important part of my work ethic.
Okay. So you find that your faith really inspires you to be that light even when you're in private, just
exactly.
Because you're doing it for God. And then what do you believe is like some of the key values that really makes not only a journalist and a writer successful, but just as a human being? What are some of those values you believe that can really change someone?
Someone like a client or a business,
or just you as a journalist. What are some of those values that maybe make you stick out and be more successful?
Okay, well, just strong work ethic, integrity. Being someone that that a person can trust. Okay. Because when someone's controlling your social media and things like that, it should be someone that you trust, that it's great to have someone with the same background, faith, as you. So, it's very important.
And let's say someone wasn't a person of faith, do you feel a certain way about maybe atheists or people of different religions, or how do you treat people? What's your driving value with dealing with people from all types of backgrounds and cultures?
Well, I'll definitely treat everyone with love, no matter what their background is and things like that. So I wouldn't change the way I treat a person. God may have put those people in my life for a reason, so my best thing is to do my best to just be like Jesus, and treat them with love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So has there ever been a really challenging time when the line of work you're in or a particular company you're working for, there was something that conflicted with your faith? What was that challenge, and how did you handle it, and what was the outcome?
Okay, well, certain companies may want you to lie. They may want you to, do certain things, and you just have to be upfront and tell them, this isn't something that I feel is the best way to do, because, when you're doing social media marketing, it's all about being honest, because the clients can tell. They can tell if you're lying. They can tell what the truth is, and they're gonna look for different platforms to find out the truth about your company. They're gonna go to they're not gonna always go to the website. They'll go to other platforms to find out the truth. So
Preach.
Yeah, so
That's real.
That's what I would do. I'll go to the company's website last, and then sometimes I just don't want to look at it because the company's website can paint it in a beautiful way, which is important, yeah, because you need the website, but you have to understand that you have to work hard to have good customer service, to have a good business so that you don't have to lie. So in that time where I did have a supervisor, someone wanting me to lie to make the company look good, that was a conflict. But if the company works with integrity, good things will come to them, and people can find out the truth about your company just based off of your service and based off of the culture of the company.
Yeah. And one of the things that when in Global Presence Network, as we consult clients, we teach them that even if you have bad reviews, they can become good reviews. Because what customers are looking for is engagement.
Yes.
Any thoughts on that?
Definitely. There's something called social customer service. So when someone's online and it's a bad review, that's the perfect opportunity to show your customer service skills online.
Yeah.
So, that's the perfect opportunity to let people know, because people are, looking. They want to know how that company deals with that situation.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the best opportunity to tell that person, to work it out. Sometimes you may have to tell a person, okay, call me, and and then that person can later on become someone who goes on to start saying positive things about the company if the company deals with that situation correctly.
Yeah, and that's in line with our faith, right? All things work for the good to those who love God. Like God even takes the bad and he makes it good because he's good, and he can do nothing but good with every situation. And we have to think like that.
Exactly.
That when bad things happen to us, we need to respond in a good way. And even when bad things happen to our companies, our organizations, and our communications, and we need content writers like you and people who are specialists who help us, really communicate that. And that's what public relations firms do. I mean, ultimately, a lot of them step in when there's a scandal or there's some crisis to help resolve that. And what I've seen with some of the top experts in public relations is it's old-fashioned principles. You got to tell the truth. You got to extract, and you got to help extract the positivity from that crisis and scandal.
Yes.
Exactly.
And that's all they're doing, is they're trying to find the good that happened in that situation. But if you lie and you try to cover up a lie with a lie, and that's called bad brand management, right? Because you have to manage your brand's integrity. Consumers are very savvy, and they're smart, and they're tired of getting ripped off.
Yeah.
They're going to look at your Better Business Bureau review. They're going to look at your Google review. They're going to look at your Yelp. They're going to look at your Facebook, and they're going to look at all these things, especially if it's a high purchase item.
Right.
If it's something that, if it's just like a $10, Amazon T-shirt, they may not, but yet they will. They'll compare with other Amazon companies.
Yeah.
And so yes, man, this has been good. Any closing thoughts here before we end this session?
Yes, my last question for you is, what does Malika Harvey look like in 5 years?
Oh, okay. We're going to have to come back with that one because that's a big one. So we're going to come back and we're going to ask Malika that question in a separate segment here. Okay? Thanks.